Chair Yarborough and Vice Chair Burton, Ranking Member Book, Honorable Senators. My name is Chance Johnmeyer. I'm the founder of Recall Florida. I'm here today to speak against Senate Bill 1780. It's a bad bill. It's blatantly unconstitutional. I'm not saying that. The Executive Director of the First Amendment Foundation says that. How can I best speak to this issue? The House version was sponsored by an attorney, which is a public servant. The language in this bill seems to take the legal term defamation, which up to now requires the plaintiff to prove libel or slander. This new standard opens up the litigation world to new cases exponentially. Now, some would say I'm being presumptuous by presenting what appears to be a conflict of interest against Representative Andrade, putting him in a false light under this law. When our legislature creates law that moves the burden of proof from the plaintiff to the defendant, who could be a citizen journalist, who refuses to reveal an anonymous source or whistleblower, now faces suit by a public figure or appointed official, now has to decide before one utterance or presentation if his statement is 100% true. You have just successfully abridged his or her speech and created a double standard in law. My speech protected by both the Constitution and Supreme Court case law, New York Times versus Sullivan, because my utterance was against a public official. This is not the case for those that are citizen journalists, private citizens. Senator Brodeur mentioned the loser pays. For a citizen journalist that does not have a lot of capital to defend themselves in a court of law, it makes that extremely difficult for that case to be decided effectively. In sunny Florida, there is a cold wind blowing against our civil rights. Therefore, I ask the committee to vote no on this harmful, unconstitutional bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnmeyer. Chris Stromberg, Americans for Prosperity.